name is Megan Erickson, and I am a nutrition field specialist with SDSU Extension.
And I'm Kleine, Health Education and Food Safety Field Specialist, and today we're going to be covering common questions about canning tomatoes.
We want to ensure tomatoes have a high enough acidity, and tomatoes fall in the middle. They have a pH level between high acid foods and low acid foods. So we simply want to add an acid by adding either lemon juice, citric acid, or a vinegar that contains 5% acidity.
We do not want to can tomatoes from frost-killed or dead vines. This is because the frost could have damaged the tissues in the tomatoes that would allow bacteria to come in. The best method for ripening tomatoes that were picked before they were fully ripe would be to place them in direct sunlight in a setting that is between 60 to 70 degrees and to check them daily to make sure that they are not rotting. If you pick green tomatoes, the best method to ripen them would be to wrap them in a newspaper, store them at room temperature or slightly cooler.
If you have found black deposits on the underside of the lid, this doesn't necessarily mean that the product is spoiled. Naturally occurring compounds found in tomatoes can react with the metal on the lid, thus producing those black deposits. The product is still safe to eat. You can check for signs of spoilage, such as an off odor or if it's discolored. Then you will want to throw the product out. If you are still in doubt, you'll always want to err on the side of caution and throw it out.
White spots might appear around the top of the jar of your tomato product. This is something that can commonly happen when you're doing a tomato mixture that might include onions or green peppers. This also can happen when your product has been stored for a period of time, and it might just demonstrate the reaction between the tomato product and the compound in the sealing ring. Your product is still safe to eat if you are seeing these white spots.
No, overripe or blemished tomatoes cannot be canned because they lose their acidity as they mature. However, overripe tomatoes can be frozen as another way to preserve the tomato.
The only product that can be canned in a half-gallon jar are apple and grape juices because of their high acidity level. The USDA and National Center for Home Food Preservation do not endorse canning tomato juice in a half-gallon jar.
Canning whole cherry or grape tomatoes is not advised, since it's recommended to peel tomatoes before canning, and your cherry and grape tomatoes are so small, it's just best to make them into a tomato sauce or juice.
The white spots you may find under the peeling of the tomato you can think of as scar tissue. These are caused from insects that are sucking the juice out of the tomato. The white spots do not affect the acidity level of the tomato, so it can still be used. Just when you are peeling your tomatoes prior to use, you want to cut a little bit deeper into the tomato in this area to remove the scar tissue.
Thank you for joining Hope and I in our kitchens. We hope that you learned something new on canning tomatoes. Now you will have fresh produce all year round. Happy canning!